You've got big plans, a business idea you've been sitting on for months, a book you keep saying you'll write, a body you've been meaning to transform since last January, maybe the January before that. You've thought about it 1,000 times, you've felt the excitement, you've imagined how it would feel to actually do it. But here you are, watching YouTube, again, beat, and the worst part? You're not even fully enjoying it. There's this quiet guilt in the background, this voice that says you should be doing the thing, but somehow you're still not doing the thing. So what is going on? Here's what I want you to hear before we go any further. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You don't have a discipline problem or a willpower problem. You have a brain problem. A very specific, very fixable brain problem. And today I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your skull, and more importantly, how to get out of the trap. The neuroscience of big dreams. Okay, here's something wild. When you imagine achieving your goal, really picture it, crossing the finish line, holding the trophy, living the life, your brain actually releases dopamine. Real dopamine, the same chemical it releases when you actually do the thing. Your brain cannot fully tell the difference between vividly imagining success and actually experiencing it. Scientists call this mental simulation. And it feels incredible. There's a reason daydreaming about your goals gives you that little rush. That little hit of yeah, that's going to happen. But here's the catch. Every time you fantasize about your goal, and it feels good, your brain quietly marks that goal as partially complete. You signal to your brain, hey, we're working on this. And your brain goes, cool. Reward unlocked. And releases that dopamine hit. And then the drive to actually pursue it? It fades. Quietly. Without you noticing. This isn't just a theory. A 2011 study by psychologist Gabrielle Oettingen at NYU found that positive fantasy about the future actually reduces the energy your body and mind make available to pursue the goal. You dreamed about it. Your brain gave you the reward. And now it thinks the work is done. This is why people who constantly talk about their goals often make the least progress. The talking is the reward. The dreaming is the achievement. At least, as far as your brain is concerned. The prefrontal cortex versus the limbic system. Now let's go a level deeper. Because this is where it gets really interesting. Inside your brain, there are two systems, and they are constantly fighting over who controls your behavior. The first is the prefrontal cortex. This is the rational brain. The planner. The CEO. This is the part of you that says, we should wake up early, eat well, go to the gym, work on the business, read more books. This part knows exactly what you should do. The second is the limbic system. This is the animal brain. Ancient. Primal. It does not care about your 5-year plan. It cares about 3 things only: pleasure right now, avoiding pain, and staying alive. And here's the problem. The limbic system is much older and much faster than the prefrontal cortex. When you sit down to work on your goal, to actually open the laptop, start the workout, make the call, the limbic system doesn't wait for a meeting. It immediately scans the situation for threat. And it finds one. What if I start and fail? What if people see me try and judge me? What if it's harder than I think? And it fires back with resistance. A wall of not right now. And suddenly, mysteriously, you need a snack. You need to check your phone. You need to research the idea a little more. For the 47th time. This isn't weakness. This is your brain doing exactly what it was built to do, protect you from perceived risk. The problem is it can't tell the difference between a genuine threat and the discomfort of starting something hard. Present bias. There's another glitch working against you, and it's called present bias. Your brain is wired to massively discount future rewards in favor of immediate ones. The version of you who finishes the book, hits the goal, builds the business, that person feels like a stranger. A different person, living in a different life. And your brain literally doesn't care that much about strangers. But right now, this couch, this snack, this video, this comfort, that's immediate. That's real. That's what your brain votes for, every single time. Neuroscientists have shown this in brain scans. When subjects imagined their future selves, the same neural regions activated as when they thought about a stranger, not themselves. Your brain is basically saying, why would I sacrifice now for someone I don't even know? That's the enemy you're dealing with. Not laziness. Present bias. The action-feeling inversion. All right. Now we get to the part that changes things. Most people are waiting. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting for the moment when it all clicks and they want to do the work. That moment is not coming. Because neuroscience shows us it works completely backwards from what we expect. You do not feel motivated and then act. You act and then feel motivated. Motivation is not the ignition. It's the exhaust. It comes after you start moving. When you begin doing something, even just for 2 minutes, your brain starts releasing dopamine from the action itself. Not from the fantasy. From the actual doing. Momentum builds. Resistance drops. And suddenly you're in flow, doing the thing you couldn't make yourself start 20 minutes ago. Waiting to feel ready is a trap. You will never feel ready. The brain doesn't manufacture motivation as a precondition for action. It manufactures it as a byproduct of action. Which means the entire game changes. You stop asking, do I feel like it? You just start. The 4 fixes. Okay. So we know what's broken. Now let's fix it. For strategies, all backed by neuroscience. Let's go. Fix number 1. The 2-minute rule. Your brain resists starting because it's anticipating the full, overwhelming weight of the task. The whole mountain. Not just the first step, the whole mountain. So the trick is to lie to it. Tell your brain you're only going to do 2 minutes. Open the document. Lace the shoes. Write 1 sentence. That's it. 2 minutes, and you're allowed to stop. The neuroscience behind this is something called the Zeigarnik effect. Once your brain starts a task, it registers it as incomplete. And the brain hates incomplete things. It creates a kind of mental itch to finish what you started. So you almost never stop at 2 minutes. You told your brain it was cheap. It agreed. And now it's committed. Fix number 2. Mental contrasting, the WOOP method. Remember how fantasizing about your goal actually drains your motivation? The fix isn't to stop dreaming. The fix is to add obstacles to the dream. Psychologist Gabrielle Oettingen developed a method called WOOP. W. Wish. Clearly name your goal. O. Outcome. Vividly imagine the best possible result. O. Obstacle. Now identify the real obstacle, the one inside you. Not external circumstances. What is the internal block that will stop you? P. Plan. Make a specific if-then plan. If I feel resistance, then I will do this specific thing. This technique forces your brain out of pure fantasy and into implementation mode. You get the motivational boost of the vision and the practical grounding of reality. Studies on WOP have shown significantly higher rates of goal achievement compared to positive fantasy alone. Fix number 3. Identity-based habits. Most people set outcome goals. I want to lose 10 kilos. I want to write a book. And those goals almost always fade. Because outcome goals depend on willpower, which is limited and exhausting. What works long-term is changing. Your identity. Instead of I want to run, you say, I am a runner. Every action you take then becomes proof of that identity. Your brain is a narrative machine. It needs consistency. When your identity is I am someone who writes, skipping a day creates a kind of cognitive dissonance your brain actively wants to resolve. Not from discipline. From identity. Vote for the person you want to become. One small action at a time. Fix number 4. Reduce friction. Your brain takes the path of least resistance. Not sometimes. Every time. So if starting your work requires 10 steps, finding the file, opening the app, remembering where you left off, and opening TikTok requires 0 steps, you already know which one wins. Reverse it. Set up your environment so the good behavior is the easiest thing to do. Delete the apps. Put your phone in another room. The night before, open your laptop to the exact project you want to work on. Leave your running shoes by the door. Make the right behavior effortless. And make the distractions annoying to access. This isn't about willpower. It's about design. Design your environment so your laziest self still does the right thing. The deeper truth. Here's the thing that nobody really says out loud. Dreaming big isn't the problem. Your dreams are real. Your ambitions are legitimate. The version of you that wants more, that's not delusion. That's potential. The problem is mistaking the feeling of dreaming for the act of building. Your brain is fundamentally an energy conservation machine. It will always prefer the cheaper version of achievement, the fantasy, over the expensive one, the work. That's not a character flaw. That's a feature. A very old, very dumb feature. But here's what's also true. Your brain is neuroplastic, meaning it physically rewires itself based on what you repeatedly do. Every single time you override the resistance and take action, you are literally building new neural pathways. You are making it physically easier for your future self to do the same thing. The resistance doesn't just fade mentally. It fades biologically. You are not fighting your brain. You are training it. And that changes everything. Because a fight is exhausting. A training session, that's something you can show up for. So here's your assignment. Not tomorrow. Not after you finish the next video. Right now. Pick one thing. Just one. The smallest, most embarrassingly tiny version of it. Open the document. Lace the shoes. Send the message. Write the first sentence. 2 minutes. That's all. Your brain just needs a foothold, a crack in the resistance, and the Zeigarnik effect will do the rest. Because the version of you that finishes the thing, builds the thing, becomes the thing, they didn't start on a Monday. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They started on a random Tuesday afternoon when they were tired and slightly distracted and told their brain, just 2 minutes, and then never really stopped. That person is still you. Go be them. If this hit something real for you, share it. Send it to someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into why your brain self-sabotages right when you're this close to your goals, that's the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you then.